Good morning, everyone. This is Mike. Just waiting for some people to come on, but tell you what I'm doing right now. It's a little it's what 7? I think it's 5 minutes to 7, 7 minutes to 7. Saturday morning, February the 5th. I'm in the car and I'm getting ready to head to Crane's Snowmobile Museum in Lancaster, New Hampshire. It's about an hour and a half drive from here. If you are in northern or central Vermont or New Hampshire or within driving distance of Lancaster, New Hampshire, and you love vintage snowmobiles as I do, that is the place to be this morning. The show starts at 8. I'm going to get in there fashionably late, maybe 8:30 or so. But I encourage you all to join us at the Vintage Snowmobile Show. And if for some reason you're not able to join us, either because you've got other things going on or it's too far to drive, I'm going to be doing a live podcast from the Vintage Snowmobile Show, Crane's Snowmobile Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire. So if you're just joining us, I'm in the car. That's where I'm headed here as soon as I'm done speaking with you guys. Heading over to Lancaster, New Hampshire for Crane's Snowmobile Show. That is a wonderful show for a number of reasons. I'll tell you why. It's a very established show, so it gets plenty of good exhibitors. Usually they'll get between 50 and 100 exhibitors. And they're all of these sleds, the exhibitor sleds, are parked outside of Crane's Snowmobile Museum. The museum is part of the event, so you can go inside the museum, and there's another 100 vintage snowmobiles inside there. It's a good place also to warm up, and they've got food. Somebody said they're bringing a pizza oven this year. They also have burgers and dogs and all the usual stuff, popcorn too, I think. And a corner, pardon me, a corner of the museum, this is talking about Crane's Snowmobile Museum, if you're just joining us, a corner of that museum is devoted to the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. They have all of the plaques with the photos, images of all of the inductees there on the wall in the corner. And it's just a wonderful thing to see. Be sure to go inside and check that out. And I'm sure there'll be some names you recognize there. If you're a regular viewer of my podcast, you will most certainly recognize a lot of the names on that wall, because I've tried to put just about every single one of them on this podcast as far as featuring their induction, their actual induction, running that as a clip on the podcast. But I digress, and I'm going to keep this real short. But in case you're just joining me, I'm going to reiterate what we're talking about here. I'm in the car. I'm getting ready to head out to Lancaster, New Hampshire for Crane's Vintage Snowmobile Show. It's going to be a wonderful time. It starts at 8 a.m. If you're in the area, I'd love it if you could join us. If you're not in the area, I'm planning to go live with it at 9:30 for a live podcast from the Crane's Snowmobile Show. I'm going to be walking around at the show, going live with my cell phone here, taking some images of the sleds and see who's willing to talk up their sleds and just talk with me about the event and all the fun we're having. So I hope that one way or another that you can join us, whether it's in person at the show, if you're within driving distance, and if not, hopefully that you will join us here on the live the live podcast that I'll be doing. I'll be going live at 9:30 this morning from Crane's Snowmobile Museum. So either way, I'd love it if you could join us. I thank you for that, and we'll catch you on the other side. Have a great day, guys.